We're on Taharot, Perek Zayin Mishnah Tet, 9th and last Mishnah in the 7th chapter of Masechet Taharot. We're continuing to talk about an Amma Aretz. You're in an environment of an Amma Aretz, and the Amma touch your stuff and make it tameh. Says the Mishnah. Aisha shenichnesah lahotzi pat la'ani. She, I guess, went into the house to go get bread for the ani. V'yatzat, she comes out. Umitza'ata omed b'tzad kikarot shel truma. Standing right next to the loaves of truma. Interesting. I guess maybe they stored it outside. Really unusual, but they were loaves of truma there, and now did he touch it? V'chein, Aisha shiyatzat. Woman went out into her courtyard. Where did they cook? They didn't have a kitchen. They cooked in the common courtyard. So a woman went out, and of course they shared with everybody. The wife of a Kohen, okay? She comes outside. She's cooking dinner. It's truma dinner because it's using the onions they got from truma or whatever, the grain they got from truma from their neighbors, and nobody else can touch it. But she sees her neighbor mechateh b'gechalim. Chotah b'gechalim means stoking the coals under the fire. Now, very nice to stoke the coals. Let's say, to keep the fire going. Stoking the coals was very common. Just to remind you, the reason why Chazal said you're not allowed to leave liquid food cooking on a fire on Shabbat is Shema Yechateh B'Gechalim. The same phrase. Maybe you will stoke the coals. They apparently, I think it's very clear. Something that people did naturally. You just stoke the coals to make sure that the fire keeps going. You always had to keep the fire going on your food. So she finds her friend, the Am Haaretz, the wife of the Am Haaretz, the neighbor, stoking the coals. Tachat Kedera, Shel Truma, under the Gedera. Did the ani touch the bread? Did the neighbor touch the pot? Rabbi Akiva mitameh. Akiva says, sorry, tameh. V'chachamim mitarim, chachamim say, no, it's still okay. Why? I guess Rabbi Akiva says people touch stuff, even though they're not supposed to. Chachamim say it's okay. Amar Rabbi Elazar ben Pila, a new Tana. You're not from the very unusual. We don't see Rabbi Elazar ben Pila that often. Said Rabbi Elazar ben Pila, V'chim b'vnei ma Rabbi Akiva mitameh v'chachamim mitaharim. Why is Rabbi Akiva mitameh and chachamim are mitaharim? B'vnei shanashim garguraniotem. Because women are garguraniot, zolalot umitavot lemachal. They're gluttonous. But I don't know. I would say that they're curious. She chashuda legalot et kedera shel chaberta. Garguraniot, it means gluttonous, but here it means they're jealous or they're competitive. She's suspect to uncover the kedera of her friend. She wants leida mahi mevashelet, to know what is she cooking. It reminds me once my wife was when we was a rabbi in Michigan. She's walking the grocery store. A woman comes over to our cart. Picks up something from my car and says, oh, what's the rabbi having for dinner? This Mishnah reminds me of that. Nashim garguraniyot. They're curious, they're competitive. She wants to know. So now, just so the Hati brings a commentary of the Eliyahu Rabbah. I think it's the Eliyahu Rabbah, yeah. And he says, Rabbi Elazar ben Pila clearly thinks that he argues on the Tanakama. According to the Tanakama, the machloket is about the ani, right, the poor guy, and the woman. Whereas Rabbi Elazar ben Pila says, no, Rabbi Akiva only argues about women. Nashim garguraniotem. Women, well, they oh, what are you making? It smells good. So that's one thing as women. And the second thing he says is, if she's stoking the coals, but the fire is uncovered, but the pot is uncovered, she doesn't have to touch anything. She just looks over, and so therefore, he says, Rabbi Akiva would not argue in those cases. It's unclear whether, anyway, the halakha is like the chachamim in any case. We'll stop here, dedicate our learning to remember my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.